like they said, we only regret the chances we didn't take, not the chances we took. When I go and, I go take that chip and someone's like, oh my God, she eats that. And it's just like, yeah, I eat that too, it's normal.
She fell, she fought, and in the end, she emerged victorious. This is the woman of today, and she is made of steel. Come and watch how she slays.
Hi, I'm Namrata Purohit and I'm on HealthShots to talk about my fitness journey. It started for me when I had a bad fall of a horse when I was 15 years old and I injured my knee. And because of that injury, I was kind of told that I may not be able to dance again, I may not be able to play squash again, and just things that I was very, very passionate about. So it was a scary situation to be in. And then just, I tried everything for an entire year. I tried various fitness forms, rehab and physiotherapy, and just went everywhere. And my father was eventually hosting a Pilates course in Mumbai. And at that time I requested to be on the course and they let me be on the course at that age, which was very exciting. But literally 4 days into the course, for the first time in an entire year, I was pain-free. So that's when I really saw the magic of Pilates, and I knew that, if it can help me so much, it can definitely help a lot more people out there. And hence Pilates for me was life-changing, because I never thought this would be my career, this would be the path that I would take, in my life. But just seeing how magical a form it was, and just, getting back that hope of I can live a pain-free life and I don't need to restrict myself with the things I do. That was what Pilates did for me. I think being a sports person and having had the exposure to sports from a young age, team as well as individual sports, I think the biggest learning is that you actually never fail. You only learn. And I think that is what life has taught me. That is what sport has taught me, that, even if you fall, even if you had a hard day, even if you lose a match or 2 or 3, you get up, go again, try harder, and just do the best that you can. And that's what matters at the end of the day. I mean, sport and life, both are journeys, right? As long as we're enjoying the journey, enjoying the process, that's what matters. And I think that's what sport has taught me. I don't think I have ever, like I keep saying, anything that's happened, I'm sure we've all had our struggles. We've all had places where, we've not won at life or not had the best outcome or the outcome that we expected. But I think just what sport has taught me is to always look at it in a positive way, see what I learned from it, and then try harder the next time, or try not to make the same mistakes again, or just, use a different approach the next time. So I don't think I see life as failure anymore, thanks to my sport. I think it taught me at a young age that there is nothing like failure. You just learn from it and keep going. Honestly, it's a tough question and it's a tricky question, because one part of me wants to say that, I don't take any pressure and I don't feel the pressure because I'm enjoying the journey. And so that's a nice thing. But there are a couple of things that come to my mind when you ask me this. The first thing that came to my mind, like you said, is that we all have these expectations of the fact that, whether it's the celebrities or fitness trainers, must look a certain way and must look a certain way 365 days of the year. So it's almost forgotten that we enjoy Christmas and New Year's too. We enjoy the stolons and the mulled wine as well. So, I think it's just really important to humanize everybody, if that makes sense. And even though, yes, I understand that they are role models. Your celebrities are role models. Your fitness experts, you do expect them to look a certain way. And I see nothing wrong in that up to a certain extent. But there also has to be that little bit of leeway for every individual, because everybody is going through a lot. and everybody holidays and everybody goes, on a little bit of a binge now and then, which is, I think, healthy and absolutely fine. Because like I said, mental health is also very important. And the more and more and more strict and more pressure we try to put on ourselves and be like, oh my God, I can't eat this. And it's Christmas, everyone's going to eat, but I can't because, I have to look a certain way. We're actually going to cause more harm than good to ourselves. So I think it's important for us to realize that it's okay to let go. And that's what I find really fun at a party, when I go and, I go take that chip and someone's like, oh my God, she eats that. And it's just like, yeah, I eat that too, it's normal. So it's just part of the journey. And I think that's one thing that I hope people understand, that we also like to indulge and enjoy every now and then. And it's a balance. Everything in life is a balance. As long as we, out of the 365, I would say 310 days have a, healthy life, we're allowed to have those 1 or 2 months through the year spread out, not 1 or 2 months every day, but where we binge and enjoy and let go. I think it's both a boon and a bane. I think there are definitely positives if taken the right way, but I also, to be very honest, find it a bit scary. Because like you said, there's a lot of information or misinformation out there, and that's what can get scary. Also, there's no regulation. Anybody can go up onto social media, post whatever they feel like, and while it might be true for themselves and their journeys and it might have worked for them, it isn't necessary that a one size is going to fit all. And that's where it becomes scary also, because almost anybody and everybody can now give out tips and give out, advice on what they should do, and everyone's become an expert. And that's what's really the scary part, because where is this being verified? And how do we know if it actually works for the person looking at the post? So that sometimes to me is a bit scary, which is why even when I post things, I am very conscious about what I can post. And I almost, I would say nobody is foolproof, but I try my best to make sure that there's nothing out there that could injure somebody, that could cause any harm. And if there is something that I feel like, oh, somebody with a back issue shouldn't be doing this, I will always mention that, that if you have a back issue, don't do it without supervision, or don't, do it on your own. And I think that's a very important thing to keep in mind. And like I keep saying, there is no one size fits all. So just blindly following, anything and everything out there, and too much of something good can also be bad. It's important to look at various factors when it comes to training. It's very important to know, what has your history been? Your health history? Are you an active individual? Can you push yourself to that limit? Should you be pushing yourself to that limit? And you cannot just one day go to the gym and think that you're going to climb Mount Everest. So you have to, build sustainably. That's an extremely crucial part. And I always say, try and train with a trainer who is well educated, who is certified. There are experts in every field. If we get a fracture, we go to a particular doctor who can help us with that fracture. If we have a heart condition, we go to a cardiologist. If we have, a hair issue or a skin issue, we go to a dermatologist. But when it comes to fitness and training, for some reason, everybody thinks that they can train themselves, or that they can just go to the gym and lift weight or run on a treadmill and they'll achieve their goals. But there are fitness experts also for a reason. We have been educated, we have done a lot of courses, we've studied a lot to reach this point. And hence, I would say, if you can go to a fitness trainer, and if you can even just have someone monitor your journey, at least initially, that makes a whole lot of difference, because the form is the most important thing. How sustainably you build is the second most important thing. Because like I said, you have to, you can't go from the first step to the 10th. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to 10. And that's really important, because in the long run, it'll help you prevent injuries, it'll help you prevent health conditions, and a lot of other problems that will come in. So I think it's very important to build sustainably and keep a check on your health. Do your regular blood tests, do your regular health checkups, know where you stand, especially as you grow older. And with the amount of stress these days, more so. I would say just keep it safe, simple, and smart. I think that's the most important thing when it comes to fitness, health, or just anything. Just keep it safe, simple, and smart. There was this line I read some time ago. I don't remember who said it. But like they said, we only regret the chances we didn't take, not the chances we took. So I think it's just really important to remember that. I always say it's better to be, oh well, rather than be what if. At least you try. And if you don't follow your heart, the rest of your life, you're going to be wondering, what if I had done that? What if I took that chance? What if I, made that mistake? What if I did that? Because when you're 50, when you're 60, you don't want to go back and be like, oh, I wish I had done that when I was 20 years old or when I was 30 years old. And so I think it's just living life to the fullest, living each moment to the fullest. If you've got the opportunity, grab it, because you don't know when life is going to throw you an opportunity again. And if you can't make mistakes when you're young, when will you? So, make those mistakes at 20, make those decisions, do what you want at that age, because you can always come back to something else later on, but you may not be able to come back to your dream later on. So start following your passion as young as possible. And I just think when you are passionate about something and when you really want to do something, you will do it well, because you will be happier doing it. And so life will throw you the positives. So I think you just have to go for it, go with your heart, just enjoy the journey.